Welcome back to another lesson on the IELTS Academic Writing Task 1. We're cracking on to the next question type, which is process diagrams. Before we get on to how to answer this question type, let's recap and learn a little bit more about it. Process diagrams in the IELTS are basically illustrations that demonstrate how something is being done. There are two kinds of process questions that can be asked for this task: manufacturing processes and natural processes. The great part about this is that you don't need to provide any insights, hypotheses, or opinions about these diagrams. You just have to describe what you see. That being said, you need a good strategy that will configure your points and save time. So let's look at that now. First, as always, you're going to read the instructions, study, and understand the question. Figure out the different steps. Follow the arrows, if there are any, from the starting point to the ending point. Once you've understood the process, get down to writing. Remember to paraphrase your introduction, include an overview as it contributes to almost 25% of your score, organize your flow of data, use correct linking words, appropriate verbs, voices as in active or passive, and tenses. Okay, now comes the exciting part, learning how to and writing our essay. Let's get right to it and have a look at the question for our lesson. We're going to learn about the production of potato chips. Here's our question. The diagram shows how potato chips are made. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and making comparisons where relevant. Right, let's analyze the diagram then. First things first, we can see that this is a manufacturing process. Just by following the arrows, I can see 6 main steps. I can also see both human and machinery involvement. Okay. We've analyzed the process pretty well, so let's begin to write our essay. First up, the introduction. We need to paraphrase the question. Our question is, the diagram shows how potato chips are made. So let's say something like this. The process diagram illustrates the manufacturing, production, and packaging of potato chips. This works as we paraphrase the question without changing the meaning by using synonyms. We've also summarized the whole thing in one sentence. Moving on to the next paragraph, which is our overview paragraph. This paragraph should consist of all the steps of the process and a sentence that states the first and final step. So for our question here, our overview could look something like this. Overall, the production of potato chips consists of 6 main stages. These steps include quality control, washing, peeling and slicing, frying, seasoning, and packaging. It can be observed that human intervention is only required at the beginning stage, and the subsequent stages of the process are entirely automated. We have used the passive voice here, which would in turn boost our grammatical range and accuracy score, as well as a good use of vocabulary. Alright, let's move on to the next paragraphs, which are the detailed paragraphs. I'm going to break them down into 2. As we have 6 main steps, I'm going to split it. The first 3 steps in detailed paragraph number 1, and the rest in the second detailed paragraph. These detailed paragraphs are where you can score very well, especially for cohesion and coherence. All right, let's start by writing. The process begins with the workers sorting through the potatoes to ensure quality and consistency. The potatoes are then sent through a cold rinse. Once this step has been completed, the clean potatoes funnel through a chute where they are peeled and starched. They are then placed on a conveyor which feeds the potatoes into a slicer. On to our final paragraph where we discuss the remaining steps. Once sliced, the potatoes are placed onto a flatbed conveyor where they are air dried and moved towards a deep fryer. Upon exiting the deep fryer, the potatoes are seasoned with salt. Finally, the flavored potato chips are either channeled through a bag packer or a bulk can filler. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. We've included some lexical resources and cohesive devices which will definitely improve our score. Let's see what this looks like put together. Hey, this looks pretty good to me. This answer has come around to 164 words, which is great. We also have well-defined paragraphs and have answered the question, adding to our task achievement score. Well done! We've come to the end of this lesson. Do make sure to practice this question type so that if it appears on test day, you're ready for it. See you for the next lesson where we'll learn how to answer multiple graphs. See ya!